I think that we need to start to observe people from who they are and how good they are in their profession, if they are professional artists. And I hope that people observe me through those eyes. My name is Gea Gojak and I'm theater director. I started exploring theater industry when I was 8. First, I was part of drama studio in Eastern National Theatre in my hometown in Croatia. And there I met people from theater industry from all around the world, and I started to act in professional productions. When I was 18, I enrolled Drama Academy in Croatia and I was studying acting and puppetry. And after that, I enrolled Master Studies of Acting in Serbia. So as an actress, I worked in both countries, on film, television, and in theater. Approximately 7 years ago, I decided to transfer my focus from acting to directing, because in one point I realized that I stopped to think about what kind of roles I want to play, and I started to think about how can I use theater as a medium through which I can speak about different problems in our society. Then in 2019 I moved to Dublin and I started my theater career from the beginning. Theater that I'm interested in needs to communicate with audience and with our society, and we can call it political theater. Until now I created outdoor projects and performances based on drama text, but my goal is always to invoke critical thinking and awareness in audience regarding different social problems. And I always try to find tools how can I challenge audience to question their traditional beliefs and values. Besides theater directing, I also created projects of audience development. And I truly believe that this is important because I think that culture is really important for development of human beings. And we can hear all the time that people speak about identity, about individual identity, about national identity, but I think that we can't foster any identity if we are not aware of cultural importance. I believe that theater should be the mirror of the world, and I like to say that it's a beautiful weapon with which we can fight against all values that set our society back. I moved to Ireland just a few months before pandemic, and I didn't have opportunity to see a lot. But for example, if we speak about collaborative arts, then I have to say that I think that there is a lot of opportunities, different schools, mentorships, fundings, open calls, residencies from artists who are not strictly from Ireland. But if we speak for theater scene, then I have to say that I think that it's lack of diversity. But then we have to define what diversity means. If we speak about content diversity or we speak about cultural diversity. If we speak about cultural diversity, as I said before, I believe that theater is the mirror of the world. And if I'm living in multicultural society, and if I can see people from different countries on the streets, and if I can hear their different accents and languages, I'm asking myself why I can't see that on theater stage as well. I'm producer of Mother Tongues Festival, and it's great to be part of a team who stands behind the idea of celebration of different cultures, languages, and backgrounds. When you are from artistic profession and you move to another country, it's not so easy to find people, your colleagues, artists, jobs, works opportunity. You have to build everything from the beginning, from the scratch. And Mother Tongues is giving people possibility to represent themselves, to show their work, and to find their place in this society. I was delighted to become part of this team and festival because this position enabled me to create and to present really qualitative, diverse, interesting and amusing program for our audience, but also it enabled me to recognize and to help artists who are not from Ireland, like me, to represent themselves through their work. I think that we are all aware that our world is changing, society is changing, languages are changing, and we know that change is hard, but I think that if we embrace all the good parts of our differences, that we will be able to create better cultural scene, better theater scene, and ultimately better society. And I think that this journey will be slow, but I think that it's happening. For example, now I'm part of residency for theater directors in the Abbey theater. And I think that if there is a place for me, that probably there is a place for others as well. But the truth is that we have to work hard and to be persistent. And also, if something doesn't exist, nobody is stopping you to creating that. I'm sure, for example, that my work here will be also to create some kind of hub, incubator, or one day maybe company for diverse artists, theater artists. But I'm not a fan of diversity because of diversity. For me, equality is a really important thing, and this is my only condition. Of course, ethics as well. I would prefer that people observe me through my work and not through the fact where I'm coming from. Actually, both ideas scares me a little bit, because if it's an advantage to be migrant, then I will feel like some kind of exotic animal in the room. If it's an obstacle, that means that we will never be good enough because we are not from Ireland, and I don't want to believe in that. I think that we need to start to observe people from who they are and how good they are in their profession, if they are professional artists. And I hope that people observe me through those eyes. I think that my only obstacle is that I don't speak my native language. So the most of the time I have to put a lot of effort to express myself correctly and not to be lost in translation. But I think that this minus is in my head, because actually I never felt rejected because of it. I would like that we stop labeling people, and that people stop accepting those labels, and that they stop to put themselves in the boxes. I always think that it's important to be honest to yourself and to others, to work hard, to challenge yourself, to educate yourself, not fostering laziness and not to victimize yourself. And I think that this is the only way for development. Nobody said that it's easy, but if you're doing that way, I think that then power, it's in your hands.